What is going on, YouTube and Y'all Squad? This is your boy Yaquatis. This is your review for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 13, Episode 3. Yeah, it's late again. Look, this week just wasn't it. Let me tell you, you know, I could, like I said, we were off Friday for work, so had to pull 4 10-hour days, which was actually longer days than that, but it just is what it is. And yeah, it was literally getting home, dealing with the dog, going to bed, waking up, doing it all over again. Like didn't even have a chance to work out. So obviously I wasn't doing a review, but here we are. And, yeah, Friday, was enjoying the honorary Veterans Day. Yesterday, actually enjoying Veterans Day and having some drinks because, yeah, why not? So right now, recovering and trying to give y'all the best review that I can. So bear with me, but let's go. So the girls are trying to eat. They're in Vegas, and Garcelle wants to meet men. That's her objective. And then wants to do an intervention on how they date. And I'm like, okay, Garcelle, we're wearing the producer hat. I see what you're doing. And, pretty much saying, not having, second and, third dates and whatnot, looking at Sutton. Now, Sutton was witty with a cloud bat, like, pretty much say you never go for the first date. So, I mean, when you talk about that, then you talk to me. I'm like, okay, all right, this is cute, but they're friends. So, that's the banter that we expect. Sutton says that the last guy that she was with, everything was nice. They kissed, all this other stuff. Then I guess for like their next outing, she invited him to New York for a black tie event. And I guess if I picked it up correctly, it wasn't, I'm taking you, which is smart. But it was, yeah, you got to come up with everything, fly yourself, this, that, and third, da, 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 da. And I guess that was a turnoff. And we all know that Sutton is socially awkward. So it's like, okay. And via text, we find out that, Sutton complimented the guy on his triceps. And the women are just like, of all things, triceps. Look, maybe she's into triceps, y'all. Leave Sutton alone. Now, where Sutton messed up is she gave her phone to Cal. Okay, and we all know Cal that Sutton had even said, I don't know why I give this woman my phone because of what, and I'm looking like, I don't know why either. And with somebody that's vile, like Kyle, I wouldn't give Cal. And if y'all wonder why I say Cal, it's South Park, Cartman, how he says Kyle's name. I wouldn't give her my phone either. But she FaceTimes the guy, but I guess, I don't know if it was that he didn't pick up or, I guess we just paused on the screen for a long time. I don't know, but no response there. So they all break to I guess, kind of get changed or whatever to go. Dorit made it her goal and mission to say to Kyle, yeah, Crystal brought glam. And it's one of those where we all understand Crystal doesn't do glam. Okay, well, it's her birthday. Like, goodness gracious. Now, Kyle just chose not to. Dorit, I mean, let the streets tell her you ain't got the funds you think you got, so that's probably why you ain't got glam, but that's neither here nor there. So Sutton is freaking out over not being able to find these pans because, they were told if you plan on getting on stage at the Magic Mike thing, you might want to wear pants because, yeah, your legs might fly open and whatnot, and people gonna see your woohoo area, so that's really not what you want to do. So she's like kind of freaking out on, I think it's obvious how you say his name, and I feel bad because like you see that Sutton is very pretentious and I didn't like the way that she was treating him. Like, it's one of those where she gives me one of those people that is very, very rude to, service workers, hospitality workers and whatnot. I just didn't like how she, in essence, was talking to him where it's going to be a problem because I don't see it. So obviously you didn't pack it. Oh, and then he finds it. Oh, so now I have to search for it and all this other stuff. And I'm like, this is not a good look, Sutton. It's really not. But again, hey, if Avi likes it, I love it. Because some stuff just ain't worth the money. Let me just say that. So let me see. We find out that Sun likes to carry Ocean Spray, a beverage of theirs, one of their juices, in her bag, and I guess that's for her, that's her mix or whatever. No judgments. I mean, like if that's what you like, that's what you like, and chances are she might just like that particular brand. And Bravo made sure to say this is not an advertisement because we ain't getting paid. Now Sudden goes say, now see, I hate when people do this because it's just like y'all don't really know the culture, and it's obviously you don't know the culture. Like I believe it was Hillary Clinton that had hot sauce in her bag, trying to make it seem like oh I'm so hip, I listen to Beyonce and all this other stuff, and then you have Sutton saying, well Beyonce likes hot sauce in her bag, I like Ocean Spray in mine, and it was just one of those ways like it's obvious y'all didn't watch the videography. Like y'all didn't watch the entire video set. Not exactly what she meant, but I'm like, okay, Sutton, you trying, but just leave the culture alone, baby. Just don't do that. So Sutton, I'm sorry. So we get to the actual Magic Mike thing, or whatever. Sutton seemed visibly disgusted. And it almost reminded me of when Candy had, I think, a stripper at a party, or whatever. Her mama was there, as Terrence called her Mammy Joyce. I just call her Joyce. And, Joyce was there and just freaked out, got mad. And, it's one of those where, and again, I mean, Candy turned into a child, which, okay, look, again, that's one of the different discussion for a different day. But nevertheless, it seemed like Sutton was channeling her inner Joyce. I ain't like that. And again, it's one of those like, if you are feeling disturbed in your spirit, baby, leave. You ain't gotta stay. And then Erica and Crystal gets pretty much brought to the stage. And it's at this point that, hey, it gets a little raunchy. And the guy that had Erica, because they end up switching at one point, but initially I think that was her, like one of her friends. And he, as It's Rocks likes to say, put face into place. And I think that was really what turned Sutton off. Now, at one point, Sutton did say, I wore pants for nothing. So I feel like it was a culmination. One, it was, wow, this is really, really raunchy, which everybody else knew what they were getting into going there. I don't know why Sutton didn't. You done brought ones and everything else. And then it went from just like being disgusted to, oh, I wasn't even called up there. Oh, and now we're doing face in the place. And from there, it seemed like Sutton got up eventually and, walked off. Actually, no, blame back up. Garcelle had asked her, like, are you okay? Because she looking like it's clear something is wrong. Then Sutton gets up. Garcelle goes after her. And Sutton wants to have a conversation in the bathroom. Garcelle's like, I don't want to have it in here. I believe this was Garcelle producing where it's, okay, you going through something. I mean, let's have this moment, but let's have it with the cameras because the cameras are obviously not going to, like, they might attempt to go into the girls' room, but they're not going into the girls' room. Like, that invades a lot of privacy, especially if it's a public bathroom. So not doing that. And Garcelle is trying to get the lowdown, trying to figure out like, okay, what exactly is going on? And now we have Sutton saying how she sits on this I guess ballet board or whatever, and her friends don't do that. Because again, let's be clear. These are work friends. The only person that Sutton is really friends with is Garcelle. Everybody else is work friends. So it's the people that I hang out with don't do that. So now it's all these different things where I'm still trying to figure out, okay, exactly what did send this woman off. And here's the reality, y'all. Sometimes something can send us or trigger us and we don't know why. And guess what? Sometimes it's okay to say, honestly, I don't know why I'm triggered. I'm still trying to process the emotions. That sounds better than trying to literally throw a lot at the wall and see what's going to stick. If you don't know, just be like, I honestly don't know. I'm trying to process the emotion. And then Kyle is eventually pulled to the stage and is having whipped cream licked all off of her and whatnot. Okay. I'm just gonna say that's not sanitary. Like, okay, dude, go off, bro. Go off. But anyway, she comes and joins Garcelle and Sutton and is trying to figure out, like, okay, what is going on? And so it's just like, and pretty much saying, like, my friends don't do this. Da, da, da. She was like, oh, well, you wouldn't like what I just did. We know we're shooting a scene, so Kyle has to have her moment too. She's like, yeah, I just had whipped cream licked off of me. And someone was like, okay, like, that's child's play. Like, that's real light. I mean, it's funny. It's not that serious. But to have somebody spread your legs and put their face in your place, like, that is unacceptable. And again, I'm really just trying to figure out why she is this invested. And I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Like, me personally, because I don't really do strip clubs, right? Like, that's not my cup of tea, right? It's really not. And I don't judge people that do it. I don't judge the people that work in the strip clubs. It's just that's not my thing, and I just don't like the objectification of women. That's really not. I don't like that. And again, I know people got to eat. I just don't have to participate in it. Like, that's it. That's all. Because the last time, like, I was hanging out with friends, it was St. Patrick's Day when I was at Fort Bragg. And, we was kicking it this, that, and the third. And then we ended up going to this place that ended up being like a strip joint. And I'm looking at everybody just like, now, why y'all bring me here? And I didn't drive my own car either. Like, why y'all bring me here? And I pretty much just called an Uber. And I'm like, I can't do this. Like, because I'm sitting there trying to be a good sport about it. But I'm just like, no, this just ain't my cup of tea. And and it's just one of those where it's like, I wasn't mad, I wasn't angry, I didn't make a big scene because I let them know, like, this real. But again, they already knew that wasn't my cup of tea. They were just on some more. Sutton went in having an idea of what this is, and then I guess halfway through, just everything changed. I'm still just trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with old girl, but we don't know. So Sutton and Kyle start to have some heated words because, Kyle is pretty much saying, okay, well, you're being a B. And Sutton is saying in the back, is like, oh, so I'm being a B because you came over here and asked me what is going on with me. And now I'm trying to express it to you, but now I'm being a B for. So I get the frustration, even though some of what Sutton was saying wouldn't make no damn sense. And then it gets to the point where, what's her name? Kyle texts Crystal like, Sutton is upset, we gotta go. And look, Erica was me. Like, oh, wait, what happened? Oh, she's upset? All right, no, I'm here for my friend. Okay, and also, Crystal a better one than me because, baby, I'm a pull a Maya. It's all about me. Forget about you. We ain't here for you. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Everybody came to see me. This is about me. No, I'm not leaving until I'm good and ready. That would have been me as Crystal, but I also understand Erica, which is like, okay, well, if she want to go, because again, here's the thing: we all grown. We grown. I know how to get back to the hotel. I'm gonna do what I do, and so they all end up going back to the Sprinter. Erica looks in and walks away like she in there looking like she judged you. I ain't doing this. And Erica had even said, you know what, look, I gave up fighting with y'all for let. I think that this is more of just a rebrand for Erica after last season, and then also not having Lisa Rinna here, and even with her trying to do music again, where it's, yeah, if you really want to do this, you're going to have to rebrand yourself. You can, like, the Ice Queen was okay. Like I said, I messed with that Erica. And to a certain extent, I messed with some of what we got from Erica because she was being authentically herself. But then some of the nasty, it's like, can't really get with that. But again, you're being authentic. Now is I got to rebrand myself because I got to make this money. Got it. So she don't want to sit here and have a knockout drag out with Sutton. Got it. And because look, I didn't venture off my notes because I'm just freestyling because I believe Erica had even got in the vehicle and Sutton apologized and Erica was like, it's fine. And everybody's looking like, who is this Erica? Because the other Erica would have just snap, crackled, and pop. Erica looking like, I don't care. So they get to dinner. Sutton, I'm sorry, it was at dinner that Sutton apologized. There we go, my bad. So Garcelle is, going to meet with her eldest son, Oliver. And, they compliment her on how she's, how she is with her kids and whatnot. And Garcelle doesn't feel that it's safe for her to discuss her children with the group. Given what happened last year, I wholeheartedly agree. Hell to the no. I wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't even offer it up that I'm going to see my child. It would be one of those because that's look. let me tell you something. Now look, I done told y'all many times before. Me and my other sibling, we call it a ceasefire for the most part. It's a truce. Now, the moment he do the wrong thing, then it's back to me just being, on him like white on rice. Like, it is what it is. But in me calling the truth, I made it clear to him, like, our conversation will be surface at best, and you will never know unless I'm slipping or somebody else tell you that's the only way you're going to know anything personal about my life. That's it. I don't trust you with anything personal. Because the last time I shared something personal with you, and that was me telling him that I didn't want to be here once upon a time. And his reaction was to make it seem as if I was weak for having the thought. Though I'm still here and again, not having access, not having the resources and still being able to persevere. But yeah, him still thinking that I'm weak for it. And because of that, it's like, oh, if I'd have shared with you the darkest part of my life and this is how you respond, you would never know anything else, especially not the great parts. So I get Garcelle, but I need for Garcelle to really stand in it and stand on that. Because the reality is, it's her job to protect her children, especially from this group that she has brought around them. And she really don't owe nobody an explanation at all. But she doesn't bring that up just yet. So they play a game, so Kyle brought some cards again, playing producer. And they just have to answer it. Cute little stuff. So one is, what is it? Would you be turned on if somebody was watching you, have relations? Garcelle said it wouldn't, but she would like to watch. But then even said, but I don't want somebody in the room with me. It's and then there's like, oh, so you like that peeping Tom stuff. And then I believe it was Erica that said, you got to watch out for them quiet ones because those be the biggest freaks. Erica, mind your business. Yo, mind your dang on business. Let me see. And then how often do you have relations? Sutton says if she was in a relationship, it would be twice a day. And they all look at her like, even Garcelle said in her interview, just like, did she even have the kids? Were they delivered via the store? I hollered. Oh, she was singing. I love it. What was another question? What is the best compliment that you received? Crystal said her perfect nipples. Doris says, I didn't expect that. And Crystal played into like, well, why wouldn't you? But then laughed it off. I'm like, okay, that's cute. All right, because I thought Crystal was going to give us a moment. She didn't. Whatever. And how many pleasure toys do you have? Sutton says a lot. And they're all just looking like, and they're just trying to figure something out. Just like, so you have pleasure toys. You would like to have relations twice a day, but what was going on with the Magic Mike was sending you off. Not understanding does not compute. But hey, it doesn't have to. So it's the next day. No, actually, before it's the next day. So the girls are getting ready to go to bed. Sutton is keeping Garcelle up. Like, Garcelle's like, I want to go to bed. She playing with the curtain. She want to read. She playing on her phone. That my phone pretty much stays on silent. Just, don't ask me why. Match business. But even if my phone is on, I have the typing animation or sound effects off because that is annoying to me. That will be truly annoying if I'm trying to sleep and I'm hearing tick 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 tick. All this, I'm just looking at Sutton, just like, Sutton, you better be happy that you got the friend in Garcelle that you do. Because had it been me, baby, you would have just got cussed out. I don't care if the camera's there or not. Just like, But again, if the cameras are still there, obviously they're still shooting the scene, so it is what it is. So Kyle gets up, works out, and the girls are just like, I don't know who sets an alarm 5:30. Let it alone, y'all. Let it alone. So at breakfast, and this is the part where I really feel away, and I wish that we had reunion Garcelle present in this damn moment. Because even at the reunion, Garcelle did not go as hard as I wanted her to go. And in this moment, I needed Garcelle to, because, okay, hold on. All right. Garcelle says that, she wasn't being genuine at dinner because she wanted, because even though she, said what she said, she doesn't feel comfortable discussing her family with the women, given how her family was treated previously, right? So Dorit literally, because here's the thing, Dorit has come for Garcelle several different times. This right here should have been where I'm literally looking at the screen like, finish her. Garcelle, please finish her. Because again, now here's the thing, Dorit is activated, cool, but you feeling yourself a little too much. Because Dorit took that comment and internalized it. And I think she internalized it because she knows she was wrong at the fact that you truly did not check Erica in that moment, being a mother. Then you bring your husband around Kyle and her husband, and now all of y'all are laughing at the fact that this biracial child then got yelled at by this European American woman. And then your husband is really making jokes. And you don't check your husband. That's why she mad, because she knows, because you still haven't rectified that yourself. So Dorit says that, I didn't laugh at Jackson, but your husband did. And then Garcelle wants to protect her family from this group. You have every right to. You have every right to. And see, here's the thing that I love. I love the fact that Garcelle isn't hiding this from us. So we saw the scene with her children, her twins. We saw her talk to Sutton about it. So we're still getting it. It's just we're not bringing it to the group. Potomac, did y'all hear that? Giselle, Robin, did y'all hear that? How Garcelle ain't hiding this from the group, but she still had a conversation with those that are involved and then brought it to her best friend, and they still had a scene on camera. Mm-hmm. So Dorit is offended and says, now here's the thing, she's offended. And then she begins to rile the girls by saying, she's saying she doesn't trust us with her family. Clear is like, you offended, be offended. Why are you trying to get everybody else on the bandwagon with you? Okay. And then she wants to know what has happened because it's been a year. Now, Garcelle, Garcelle, sweetheart, come on, come to the front aisle, come to the front pew. Okay. This is when I need for you to take it to hell. Right here is when you take it all the way to hell. Because I would have been, because now here's the thing, I would have taken it off me, and I see. Look, I told y'all, I'm as nice as I am, as kind as I am. That other side of me is just as extreme. Because I would have been like, okay, well, your alleged robbery, you being held at gunpoint, and the guy putting your phone delicately by the gate. Yeah, all that happened a year ago. But you still traumatized. See, baby, when I tell you, I would have been on one. This is when Garcelle should have pulled an Erica Jane and just literally just laid it and just. I'm sorry, I would have did it. If for me and for mines, oh, it's scorched earth. Ain't nothing. I'm protecting me and mines. So Garcelle says she feels like Dorit is trying to make her apologize. So she feels that Dorit is trying to make it to where now I, Garcelle, have to apologize to you because my feelings and how I feel has now some way hurt yours when you have internalized this and it ain't even directed at you. And then Garcella's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go take a shower because it's this, it's that. And then Dorit being very passive, Garcella's like, you know what? I'm just gonna hold in my emotion for now. And Garcella's like, are you for real, Dorit? And then this is where Dorit had me messed up because she was like, now go take a shower, baby. When I tell you, I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm gonna just leave it there. Pretty much told her not go take a shower. I can't wait to watch it, some everybody else's review because I know this guy me hot. I can only imagine how hot some of the other reviewers are. But this all I got. That's it. That's all. And because if I stay here, I'm gonna get even more mad. So Miami is next, right after this. And again, if the cable is acting right tonight, y'all will get Potomac tonight. If not, it will be sometime tomorrow before the panel. So if the internet, I'm sorry, not the internet, if the cable isn't working, and since I'm going to work out tomorrow, I'm just going to have to wake up earlier than that and watch it. And hell, I might even just do like a real quick, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But Miami is next. Potomac, if not tonight, tomorrow. And the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be on Giving You the Real Tease channel. So with that being said, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all for the next review. Peace.